Hello and welcome to Down the Vent. My name is Joe.
I'm Emily.
And today we're going to be playing a new game from Ravensburger called Alien Fate of the Nostromo. Ooh, spooky. Look at there's the egg.
Spooky because in space, no one can hear you scream.
Oh.
Or the ghost. You can't hear the ghost either.
Let's switch over to our other view so we can go over the game and how it's played.
Well, let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, Alien Fate of the Nostromo is a cooperative game for 1 to 5 players. Plays about 45 minutes to an hour.
About.
And it's for ages 10 and up,
Which I barely am.
Right, yeah, just barely. I think you can play this with younger kids too. It's not super scary, and it's co-op, so you work together.
Right.
So you can help them out if there's any tricky decisions to be made. But it's a pretty easy game to learn. Essentially, the game is played in 2 phases. The crew member phase, where they take their actions, and then the encounter phase. So you'll do that. Each person will do the crew member phase, encounter phase, and then it goes to the next person, crew member phase, encounter phase. The crew members, you can pick or you can randomly assign them throughout, or however you want to do it. They all have a little bit of different abilities or amount of actions they can take. So here I'm playing Dallas, the captain of the Nostromo. I'll kind of show this up closer so you can see it. As you can see here, I have 5 actions per turn, which is pretty awesome. But my special ability is none, so I don't have a special ability. On the bottom here, though, you'll see that there is a spot to hold items and 1 spot to hold coolant. That'll be important later on in the game. We'll explain all that stuff.
All right, I am Ripley, and I have 4 actions, as you can see. And my special ability is that of those 4 actions, I can use any of them to move any of my teammates. So I can take 3 actions and then move Joe, or I can not move at all and just move Joe 4.
Yeah.
So it comes in very handy to.
So yeah,
assist.
it's important to note that Ripley's special ability can be used multiple times on a turn, but other characters like Parker have a special ability that can only be used once per turn, and it does say that right on their card. So
we'll look at their cards later too, so you can see it.
Yep. But to set up the game, you put the board out. It's going to tell you to put some scrap tokens, which are these tokens right here, in certain areas around the board. It's going to tell you to put out some coolant canisters as well with those. And then some concealed tokens, which look like this.
Those are horrible.
Those are horrible, yeah. And then you're ready to play. After you choose your characters, you put your characters in the galley. We're all there having a good meal after getting off the planet.
Set your alien in the nest.
And then you set the alien in the nest. This is an action selection game, so you're going to be choosing from different actions on your turn and just doing those actions to try and complete the goals. There is one way to win the game. The only way to win the game is to complete the objectives and then defeat the final mission.
Yep. There
is 1 objective per player plus 1. So 3 of them in a 2-player game, 5 of them in a 4-player game, etc. There is at least 1 way to lose. If the crew morale ever gets down to the crew lost spot on the board down here, we lose the game immediately. There is sometimes an extra way to lose on the final missions. You do not get to look at the final mission. You choose one randomly. There are 5 different final missions. You're going to choose one randomly at the beginning of the game, and then after you complete all of the objectives, it gets revealed, and then it's like a whole nother mini game that you have to play on top of what you've been doing already. True. So our goal this game is to complete these 3 objectives. So the first objective is to check the hypersleep chamber. So the task is to bring a motion tracker to the hypersleep chamber. So we'll have to craft a motion tracker, which is over there, and then bring it to the hypersleep chamber, which is up here. The next one is to have a crew meeting. So for that one, we have to have all crew members in the galley, which is where we start the game. But we have to have 1 scrap token each in our inventory. So we'll have to venture out around the ship to find some scrap and then bring it back.
Right.
And the last one here is to prep the suits. And this task is to drop 2 coolant canisters at the suit storage location, which is right here on the board. So those are going to be, as I showed earlier, these coolant canisters are around the ship. We got to go pick one up and bring it here. Well, 2 of them. But we can only carry 1 at a time because they're heavy.
And picking it up is 1 action. Dropping it off is 1 action.
So we'll go over all the actions in depth once we start the turn, or doing our turns, but essentially they're moving is an action, picking up and dropping is an action, using or crafting items is an action, and then trading is an action as well. So, should we get into it?
Sure.
The player who is last hissed at by a cat is the first player, or you can just choose someone.
I'll go first. Ladies first.
Ladies first, sure.
Okay.
So go ahead. So what is Ripley going to do?
Ripley needs scrap.
Believe it or not, here she goes.
Oh, I think that's trademark.
Probably.
All right. Well, I just have to go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even get there. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to complete my turn because I have 4 actions.
Okay, so now we'll reveal an encounter card. So here's what most of the encounter cards will look like. At the top, they'll have some symbols. They have the type of card here, and then the name of the card, and then sometimes there is some like flavor text as well. So this is, the top left is how far the alien will move. So it moves 3, and it always moves towards the closest
2.
person.
Probably 3.
Yep. And then the top right is if the alien comes into contact with the person, enters the same space as them, how much morale damage it will do to the crew. And then, as I said earlier, this is kind of like the name and all that stuff. So,
something to note about the board is this actually is like a dividing line. You can't really see, but this is the upper part. This is the lower part. There are stairs from the subdeck to the main deck. Here and here.
Yep, and they are color-coded arrows to let you know that if you take this ladder by this green arrow, you come out of this ladder here.
And it does take 1 extra movement to go up the stairs.
Yep.
So when you see us doing that,
that's what we'll be doing. Yep.
We're doing.
All right, so the alien's gonna come up here because the alien is right there right now. So I think I might. I'm gonna go down this way. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to pick up the coolant canister for 4. Because picking up an item is 1 action. And then for my 5th action, I'm going to move back up to the suit storage, getting the 1 canister. I need to drop it still next turn, but I'm getting it there. And that'll end my turn, so we'll do another encounter card. Oh my gosh, the alien is very angry with us already. So the alien's going to move 3 again.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I guess it's...
Yep.
Let's say he's going to go this way, because if it's equal...
Yep, we get to choose whenever it's an equal distance. So
we'll say
1,
he's gonna go here
2, 3.
For me.
And that's the same card we just saw, the stalk card. So the alien has come up here and come down and is stalking Dallas. Yay! All right, back to you.
All right, for 1 action, I'm going to pick up scrap.
So, as I said, the pickup action allows you to pick up 1 item or to pick up any number of scrap that's in the space that you're currently in. So you can pick up 10 scrap if there's 10 scrap in a space, but you can only ever pick up 1 item using that.
2 is going to be picking up this coolant.
Okay.
3 is going to be... Should I get a motion tracker? Because we need to take it to hypersleep.
We do need a motion tracker, yeah.
Or should I get a flashlight? 'Cause flashlights help you with morale.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different items you can craft. The first one, I guess we can go over them real quick, is the cat carrier. And what that one does is if Jonesy is revealed on one of these concealed tokens, you actually capture Jonesy.
Versus him giving 1 damage.
Yes, normally Jonesy gives you some morale damage. There is the motion tracker here. That can be used to reveal the concealed tokens from 2 spaces away. So normally you can't reveal these unless you walk into the room, and sometimes it's the alien, and then the alien comes to the room and attacks you, and you take damage, and then you have to run away. So they're good for revealing these without taking all the damage. Next one,
we need 1 in hypersleep to complete.
We do, yes. One of our objectives is requiring it. The next one is the flashlight here, and what that does is if you're ever attacked by an alien and you have a flashlight in your inventory, it reduces the morale loss by 1. It is important to note that the motion tracker and the flashlight both have this infinite symbol in the bottom of them. That just means that they have infinite uses. Unlike the grapple gun. The grapple gun allows you, if you're within, I believe it's 3 spaces of the alien. Check my thing here. Grapple gun. 3 spaces of the alien. You can then move it up to 3 spaces. So, like I am within 3 spaces now. I could, if I had a grapple gun, I can use it and go 1, 2, 3, and move the alien away from me. Unlike, but this one does have uses on the bottom, so it has 2 uses. When you use it once, you flip it over, and then it'll have 1 use left. And then once you use it a second time, it gets discarded back over here. Next one's Electric Prod. Electric Prod is similar to the flashlight, except it doesn't have infinite uses. If you get attacked by the alien, you flip it over, and you reduce the morale lost by 2 instead of 1. And the final one is the Incinerator. This one has 2 uses as well. As for an action on your turn, you can use it. If you're within 3 spaces of the alien, and you incinerate the alien, and it goes back to the nest. So that'd be useful for me right now, but it takes 4 scrap to craft, so I'm a long ways from being able to craft one of those. So yeah, you have what? 1 action? You have 2 actions left, right?
I have 2. I'm gonna move you for 1.
Okay.
Get you a little farther. Should I move you for 2?
Maybe.
And we're done.
Okay. Well, what am I going to do on my turn? I don't know what I'm going to do.
Go and drop off that canister and then get out of dodge.
Okay. Alright, so here is a new card that we have not seen. It is called Quiet. These are the ones that we want to see. This one only allows the alien to move 1 space.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So they will move.
Let's say it goes
Okay.
there.
And then on the bottom here are symbols we haven't seen yet. So this is the location that we're going to add more scrap and a new concealed token to. So the garage will get 3 more scrap.
3?
Yep, and a concealed token. Unless there's already a concealed token there, which there is in the garage, you cannot have more than 1 concealed token per location. So, yeah, that was your turn, right?
That was my turn.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, drop this coolant canister there for 3. Should I come back? Because you're gonna come.
We need to meet in the galley with scrap, and you have none.
Right.
So we can lurk, I guess, and get that, or you can come and try and clear these.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm now in the subdeck of the ship. And the alien's still right there, but what can we do?
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay, so we have another Quiet. So the alien's gonna move 1 space again. So probably just into the ladder spot because that's closest to me. And then we'll put 2 scrap in Mother and another concealed token. So Ripley, or Emily, is currently in Mother with a concealed token. Normally if you move into a location with a concealed token, you have to reveal it before taking the rest of your actions or anything else. When you're already in the room, though, you can leave or stay there without activating it. So as long as she doesn't leave and come back, it doesn't get revealed. Your turn.
I'm going to pick up the scrap for 1.
Okay. Ooh. Go. 4 scrap.
There are encounter cards that make you lose scrap, so I do need to craft something here.
Mm-hmm.
Or 2 somethings.
Yeah. I would definitely do at least, well, you could do the flashlight and the motion tracker,
I'm going
right?
to do that. I'm going to do. So the first move was picking up scrap. The second one is trading in 2 scrap for a flashlight. The third is trading in 2 scrap for a motion tracker.
Yep.
And
4.
the fourth, do you want me to move?
Yeah, start moving back towards the galley, I guess.
Oops, oops. There you go.
Okay. Go to the encounter phase. Uh-oh, alien is stalking, so it moves 3 again. This is really bad for the beginning of the game.
Not good for me. Hopefully.
No, they're coming for me. I'm only 3 spaces away. It's going to get me.
2. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so what happens then is I'm going to take we're going to take the morale damage listed on the top right of the card. So we're going to lose 3 morale. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. And in case you're wondering why we started here, not up here, this spot is for 4 to 5 players. This spot is for 1 to 3. So you have a less morale to work with when you have a lower player count.
Really, it's only 1 stockage with 3. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
True. Yeah. It gives you like 1 extra stalking. So now what I have to do is flee 3 spaces away. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flee into the garage and hopefully not get attacked again. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, and when you flee and you run into a concealed token, you have to stop your flee movement and actually reveal it. And it is empty!
Yay.
So I'm safe in that room. Well, safe for now, with all this scrap and coolant. But now it's my turn, isn't it?
And because you encountered an alien on your turn... No, that was an encounter card, wasn't it?
That was an encounter card, yep.
But if...
if you encounter an alien on a concealed token, you don't draw an encounter card at the end of the turn.
Yep.
But I have a tricky situation here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So I'm going to first pick up all the scrap. 5 scrap. That's good. That's one action. Second action, I want to pick up this other coolant for us. Third action, I think I might craft...
Craft something.
A grappling gun?
Grapple can be used up to 3 spaces, so that'd be good. You could send him back to the nest. Why not? You got a lot of scrap.
Yeah,
you only
let's
need
try
one.
it.
Keep one. I did
So I'll
not
craft
keep
a
one.
grapple gun
Like a fool. So maybe keep 2.
for my third action.
I wasted all my scrap and we have to meet in the
for
galley.
my fourth action, I will use it. 1, 2, well... 1, 2, 3, yeah, we'll go that way. And for my fifth action, I'm going to move back out. So hopefully I can, maybe you can get me back up there.
Now you're within 3 again, though.
Oh, poop.
And he's commonly 3.
I want to go, where was he again?
He was here.
Yep, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, then that way. I know it's the same thing still, but I think we have to take a chance.
Sure is the same thing.
I think we have to take a chance.
You have to move out in the hallway?
Well, I just want to be able to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's a long
But then
ways
you couldn't
away.
drop the canister.
Yeah.
That's your goal?
Yeah.
Alright, let's gamble. We got a lot of morale.
Alien lost the signal. Oh, jeez. So this is a tough card.
Oh, no.
This is the card that kind of resets all the alien stuff here. So the first thing you do is return the alien to the nest. So the alien disappears from the ship. We lose it. And then we're going to place a concealed token at every location where there is no crew member. So that is going to look at every named room on the board and put one of these concealed tokens in it.
What do we have?
And I think the nest is...
Med
oh, no,
bay.
med bay, yep.
Nest. We only have 1 left. Okay. Yep, 1 left.
Oh, wait. Hypersleep.
Oh. Don't we usually
Wow.
have 1 left?
We're usually in one of the rooms.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
So every room now... So this is going to slow us... Well, if we want to be cautious, it's going to slow us down. So the last step of this card now is to reshuffle all of those alien stock cards, essentially any card that says alien on it like this, back into the deck. So all of these are going to get shuffled back in, which is kind of like the timer on the game, because the longer you play, the more of these quiet cards are going to be removed from the deck, and the more of those alien cards where the alien's moving faster around the ship. So
I'm super glad I got a motion tracker.
yeah,
Because I'm surrounded.
you are.
Okay, is it me?
Yep.
For action 1, I'm going to flip over bridge, and it's empty.
Okay.
Oh. For action 2, I
You
move.
moved.
For action 3, I clear this, and this is where the alien...
Nope.
Ah!
That's Jonesy.
Oh, that's Jonesy.
Yep.
All right, show off Jonesy.
So Jonesy is on the concealed tokens, as we kind of mentioned. So there it is. You can see little baby Jonesy there, just a little cat, and it would do 1 morale damage to you if you walked into it. But since she revealed it with the motion tracker, you do not take the damage.
Now, if you reveal the alien in the concealed, you gain an action. Do you gain 1 if you reveal Jonesy? No,
it
just
just
the
says
alien?
if you reveal an alien.
All
Yep,
right,
the
so I
alien.
have 4. I'm going to move 1 more.
Okay.
Or do you want me to move you?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Okay, order 937. So these are the other cards Emily was talking about. This is the cards with Ash on there. He's the android from the movie, if you don't remember. Each crew member loses 1 scrap. And then Ash moves... If Ash is in the ship, move from 2 spaces. So Ash is a separate piece we're not playing with. We're just playing the normal version of the game. If you want to play a more difficult version of the game, you can start the game with Ash in the med bay. And then when one of those cards comes up, he'll start moving around the board. What Ash does is whenever he runs into scrap, he destroys it, removes it from the board.
Right.
And if he runs into a person, he takes scrap from them. If they don't have any scrap, you lose more morale. So it can make the game even more difficult, because not only do you have to worry about the alien, you also have to worry about Ash catching up to you and beating you up as well. So tough.
Yeah, not fun.
Nope. All right, you're all done? That was yours?
it.
I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm just going to chance it and drive right in here. And it's empty. Woo! 3, 4. Do it again. Oh, it's empty again. Holy cow, lucking out. And for 5, I want to drop this coolant canister
Hey.
in suit storage.
That is dropping 2 coolant canisters in suit storage, therefore we complete that objective.
Yep, 1 down, 2 to go. And that's the end of my turn. So we got to do another encounter token here. Or encounter card. So it is quiet, so the alien's only going to move 1. And then 2, Scrap's going to go in hypersleep, which is up top. And then a concealed token if there wasn't one already.
Yeah, there's
so.
one of those almost everywhere.
Almost everywhere.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, motion for 3. That is the alien.
Yep. So the alien will move to that spot. That gets removed from the board. And Emily gains an action for revealing the alien using the motion tracker. So she still has... That was her 3rd action, so she has 2 more actions still.
Run away! 4 and 5.
Yep.
Or 3 and 4 now.
Yeah, well, 4 and 5, same thing. Uh-oh, it wasn't enough, though, because the alien is stalking, so that means it's going to move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3.
Luckily I have the flashlight for this damage, so whatever he does to me, it's subtract 1.
Yep, so instead of taking 3 morale loss, she'll only take 2. And then she has to flee 3 spaces away.
1, 2, 3.
Alright.
I'm going to hypersleep with my motion tracker to try and complete this mission.
And I'm just hanging out right next to this guy, huh?
Yup.
Alright, well, it's my turn, so I'm going to pick up one of these coolant canisters again, just so I have it. What you can also do with the coolant canister is you can actually take it to the workshop over here, and then use an action to discard it to create 2 scrap.
Right.
But a lot of the final missions also require coolant canisters, so I found it's best if you have an action to pick one up, and you're near one, just grab it and
Better
carry it
safe
with
than
you.
sorry.
Yeah, if you make it there and you need scrap, cool, you can use it for scrap. Otherwise, I mean, it's a spot in your inventory you can only hold a coolant canister, so why not? All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. Do I go inside there and pick up some more scrap?
We have to meet in... Oh, no, we don't have to. We never have to go into medbay.
No, we have to go into the galley.
You have 1.
Mm-hmm. But you need 1.
I'm going to get some when I go into hypersleep.
Is that your plan?
Yep. But the alien also might pop back up in hypersleep, so... I would move 1 more. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2... Then he really, realistically can't get you. I think I've only seen 1 card where he moves 4. It's always like 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah. Okay.
I jinxed it, though, so flip that 4.
Alright, here's my encounter card. It's a 2!
Hey!
So the alien will move back towards you.
2. Yep.
And then, it would have done 4 damage, so that's a hunt card instead of a stalk. So he doesn't move as far, but if you end up in the same space as the alien, then it hits you harder.
I think I'm just going to complete the hypersleep and try and move you 1. Okay. 1 would be clearing it. 2, 3, and then I could move you 1 away and hope.
Right. Well, first reveal, because it might be the alien that
I know,
you reveal,
that's what
and then
I'm
you won't be
saying.
able to get in there.
Alright, so for the first I'm going to reveal, and it is
Nothing.
clear. That's 1, 2, 3, and I am in hypersleep chamber with a motion tracker, so that completes that objective.
Yep.
And for 4, I'm going to move Joe away.
Okay. It is Order 937. Each crew member loses 1 scrap. So I will lose my scrap again, and you don't have any.
Don't have any.
And then if Ash is in the ship, move him 2 spaces. So, it's looking dicey. I don't like it. I feel like I should go in the medbay and grab that scrap too.
You literally need scrap. I mean, I can grab that and I can trade you one.
Yeah.
If you get it and can meet me in the galley.
And if I get attacked there, that's fine. It ends my turn, but at least then the alien's not right in our way. Because we need to get to the galley, and he's just walking back and forth right now. Alright, 1. It's clear! See? Woohoo! 2 to pick up the scrap.
Maybe just go there. There.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh. I'll come here.
Okay. That's it.
Wait.
Wait.
1, 2, 3. I'll go here. So if the alien moves 2, we can move him down and you can get around.
Okay.
Or no, is that a bad idea, you think? I have a grapple gun. Why
Yeah,
am I
but-
not using that? I'm not within 3 of the alien. That's why.
Do you have one more move?
No.
You are 2. 1, 2, 3.
I went 1, picked up scrap as 2, moved back out as 3.
So you have 2 moves still.
So I'll use the grapple gun for 4 and move the alien 3. Should I move it down here? 1, 2, 3.
Sure.
And then come over here for 1. Alright, and that uses up my grapple gun, so it gets discarded over there. Alright, encounter time. It is quiet, so the alien will move 1. And then 2, oh geez, 2 scrap and an encounter token are going to go in the galley. So now we didn't have to go anywhere. The scrap came to the galley.
Well, we have to pick it up, though, because it does
We
have to
do.
be in each crew member's inventory.
Yep.
So,
It is your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'll just pick up this scrap then.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. I am 2 away from the alien, so that's not great.
Well, the alien is stalking, so that means he will move 3.
Boop, boop.
Yep. Luckily, you still have your flashlight, so we only take 2 morale again. But you do have to flee. 3. Ah, but you hit a concealed token there and have to stop.
1. Okay, then. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Fun.
Oh, boy. I should have built an incinerator.
Come over.
I can
How
do
many
that. 1, 2, well, if the alien's there, then it ends my turn.
If you come over here
Yep.
for 1,
Yep.
take my scrap for 2, craft for 3, shoot him to the nest for 4,
Yep.
and then get up there.
Okay.
When you trade, you can take my motion tracker and you can clear that room.
Yep. Okay.
Still-
So for 1 action, I'll move. For 2, I will trade. And when you trade, you can trade any number of items or scrap
There's
with
that.
anyone in your space
Do
with
you
you.
want my flashlight too?
I don't want the flashlight. I don't think I need it.
Whoop.
Ah, motion tracker. Okay. So that's my second action. For my third action, I will craft the incinerator. Whoop. So now I have an incinerator. For my fourth action, I will use it. If you're within 3 spaces of the alien, 1, 2, 3, you can incinerate it to send it back to the nest.
And then you flip it over because I'm done using it.
Because it only has 2 uses. And then...
Wait, why did I give you my... You can't, you're too far to motion track.
Yep.
Give me back that motion tracker.
Yep.
That never happened. You
That never
saw
happened.
anything.
Alright, and I'll move 1 up this way.
Okay.
Wait, is that further? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to move this way because the alien will come up there before it comes up way over here.
Okay.
Actually, they're the same distance, so whatever. Alright, encounter card. Order 937, meet me in the infirmary. The active crew member moves to medbay. So now I get moved.
It's not that bad.
Nope.
That card stinks when you have to meet in the workshop, which is another objective. And
Yeah.
you're all like right here.
And if Ash is in the ship, no crew member is with him, he'll move 2 spaces, but he's not, so. Your turn.
1, 2. Clear this for 3. It's clear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick up 1 for 5. Pick them up for 5.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do?
You moved. You
1,
moved,
2,
moved, motion
3,
tracker.
4.
Okay. Quiet. The alien will move 1,
Ooh.
and then 2 scrap, and a conceal will go in the airlock, which is right there.
Already concealed.
All right, so I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to pick those up.
Okay.
And it's still quiet. Ooh, the
He's
incinerator
taking his
worked.
nap in his escape
Yeah,
pod.
in the escape pod. So move 1 again, and then 1 scrap will go in the workshop.
Actually, you'd go this way.
Yep, you're closer that way. Perfect.
Okay, me.
Yep.
1, 2. Trade for 3.
Okay, so now we both have 1 scrap in our inventory, and we're all in the galley. Well, it stops as soon as you complete the task. So we complete the crew meeting task. Once all 3 objectives are complete, you instantly reveal the final mission.
Okay.
So this final mission is we're gonna blow up the ship. Oh yeah. So there's some setup here for this one. It says place all discarded coolant canisters into equipment storage. So if we had gone to the workshop and discarded them to get scrapped, they would come back and be in equipment storage here.
Okay.
The active crew member, which is you, takes the self-destruct tracker and places the 4 countdown tokens on it.
Which I've already done.
Yep.
They're just the same thing. We'll show them at the end, but
Sure.
same thing with just 4 little discs.
It's just like out of the movie, the little like suitcase thing she opens up and pulls up the little tubes.
All right,
and...
you're building it up so much. I gotta show it. So, or I guess you could show it over there. Couldn't
They are a little different because if you open it up there, you can actually they're glowing now. Like she's actually raised them up once they get removed.
Yeah.
So at the start of Emily's turn, going forward, she has to remove 1 token from the self-destruct tracker. There's a new defeat condition as well. So if we, on top of also losing too much morale, now if Emily needs to remove a token and we cannot remove a token, we lose the game. So essentially we have
4 turns.
Yeah, 4 turns. On the 5th turn of Emily's, we lose. There is a new victory condition now, though. It says all crew members must assemble in the airlock with 1 coolant canister and 1 scrap each.
I have a scrap and a coolant.
I do too. So we just need to get there.
We need to run.
Yep. And luckily the alien's coming over this way, so we even have a little bit of head start on the alien. So, like we said earlier, picking up those coolant canisters if you got an action to spare is always a good idea because you never know what you're going to need.
There's a couple of final missions that you need a coolant, and again, we'll go
Yeah.
over all the options at the end.
Yeah, I will show you one of the really cool ones. I wish we would have got almost.
Coolant canisters are a pro tip.
It's like almost a little different mini game that you have to play. But all right, it's my turn, right?
Yep.
No, you got one more action left still on yours.
4.
Okay. Encounter card. Quiet. So, let's see.
Oh, wait, I lied. Take me back. 4.
So give me the most tracker. Okay.
Trading them.
All right. So it is quiet. So the alien will move 1, and then 2 scrap and a concealed token will go in the med bay. All right. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to motion tracker this room, and it's Jonesy. Meow. He gets away. If I had the cat carrier, I could have captured him, even using the motion tracker to detect him. So that was 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
4, 5. So I'm there. I'm ready. Just waiting for Ripley to get here,
Well,
so we can blow this ship up.
Oh, actually, I don't care if you do get a 4. That'd still be okay. Anyway, let's go.
All right. So it is quiet again. We were looking out. I think all the aliens got buried here. So 1 movement, and then 2 scrap and an airlock or a thing are going to go in the docking bay. Oh, no. Dun, dun, dun.
Great.
Remove 1 at the beginning of your turn.
Yep.
There we go. All right.
1, 2,
Oh,
clear.
all clear.
3, 4.
All right, we are all in the airlock. We all have 1 scrap, and we all have 1 coolant. So we successfully beat the game. Let's go over some of the other final missions just to show you how crazy some of them can get. There's one where you're going to blow it out into space. And they're kind of hard to see with the green screen, so I will read the victory.
Actually.
Yeah. So the victory of this one is the alien must be in or adjacent to the docking bay, so up here. 1 crew member must be in the airlock, which is here. 1 crew member must be at the bridge, which is up here. And then you have to reveal an alien type encounter card from the deck during the encounter phase.
Wow.
To win. So that's where Lambert comes in handy, because Lambert's special ability is to look at the top card of the encounter deck and either put it back on top or the bottom for an action. And I don't think it's a once per turn, so Lambert could sit there and look until she finds the alien card.
Where's Lambert?
Lambert?
Oh,
they're all up here, yep. The next one is cut off every bulkhead and every vent. So this one, you are defeated if the crew member with the self-destruct tracker starts up, and if you have to remove 1 token, you can't. It's a new defeat condition. You win though if you've cleared all concealed tokens in the entire board. So you have to go upper and lower ship and clear all the concealed tokens, which would be exhausting in this situation where the alien card came out.
There are only 2 motion trackers, so if you have a game with 5,
someone's just running into them.
or 2,
3 people are just running into them. Yeah. All right. The next one is escape on the Narcissus. So there is 2 objectives you have to complete, and then the victory. So the first objective is to drop 1 coolant canister in the docking bay for each crew member. So you have to, where the alien's at right now, yep, you'd have to drop 1 coolant. We'd have to have 2 of them there. In a 5-player game, you'd have to have 5 of them. And the second objective is the crew must have a cat carrier and an incinerator in their inventory. And then the victory condition is if all crew members are assembled in the docking bay. So you have to get there, you have to drop coolant, you have to have the cat carrier in inventory and the incinerator, and then have everyone meet up.
Yeah.
Which, you've seen some of these cars that make you move around the board that can make it really hard.
Yep.
And the last one is you have my sympathy. So this one can come out even if you're not playing with Ash in the game. All the coolant canisters will come back out like it did in ours. And then Ash gets placed in Mother, which is up here. And then the objective is to defeat Ash by dealing 3 damage to him. So he has these little trackers here, and essentially what you have to do is you have to have coolant canisters in your inventory and then run into Ash. And then when you do that, you hit him with the coolant canister and you take it off your board and put it here to track that you've dealt 1 damage to him, and then he would move away from you.
And you still have the alien too.
And then you still have the alien, yeah. And then if Ash runs into you and you don't have a coolant canister, he actually deals damage to you, 3 morale, and then you have to flee away from him. So it's this cool little mini game or puzzle you have to figure out. Like if everyone has a coolant canister on them already, you can do like a hit them, knock them into another person, have them try to hit him, knock them into a third person, like almost like a chain to beat them up real quick. Otherwise, you gotta hit them and the coolant canister goes, and then try and go find another one. This one will be really hard solo if you're all by yourself because you can only carry 1 coolant canister at a time. Yeah. But yeah, and then there's a bunch of different objectives in the game too. We'll leave those, I guess, for you. Or do you want to go over them all?
No? What? I don't know.
Okay, we can go over them. Sure. Let's go over them.
Why not? First look at the game, right?
Yeah.
Did you mention how to get it?
No, the game does release on August 1st. This is
at Target only.
This is an early release, so some of our cards have a couple typos. That's why I didn't show them off too closely. But I was assured that was fixed for the release, so hopefully it is. Yeah.
But it can be pre-ordered at Target for $29.99. August 1st, or they said later this year, Amazon or your local game store should have it. So,
yep.
If you like it.
If you like co-ops.
If you like what you see.
Yeah. So here is the first card. It is, or one of the other objectives. You have to have an electric prod and bring it to the galley. So essentially, there's 3 different types of objectives in the game. There's craft items and bring them somewhere, pick up equipment or coolant canisters and drop them somewhere, or have the whole crew meet up somewhere with or without something. This next one is shouldn't have landed on this ball. And it's to bring a grapple gun to the garage. What's the damage? All crew members have to meet in the workshop. That's one of the hardest ones. We played that we had that a couple times with 4 players, and it seems like we'd get 3 people there, or we'd almost have the 4th person there, and then someone would get pulled to the med bay, or the alien would finally show up and have us all running away. Next one, drive them into the airlock, bring an incinerator to the airlock. We'll take our chances in the shuttle, drop 2 coolant canisters in the docking bay. So instead of dropping them in the middle of the board, it's in a different area.
Stairs.
This one's one of the trickiest ones because you have to bring an incinerator to the nest. So where the alien spawns, you have to go somehow get around the alien and to the bottom of the ship with the incinerator in the nest. And then the last one that we didn't have yet is where is it? And that's to bring a flashlight to the med bay. So as you can see, since these are randomly selected at the beginning of the game, you're not going to be. It's just going to give you more to do. It's going to keep the game fresh. More options every turn. So you're not doing the same objective every single time you play. It really reminds me of almost of Horrified a bit, where you got the alien and Ash possibly moving around the ship doing damage and bad stuff to everyone. But then you also have these concealed tokens getting in your way. And, I don't know. It's similar but not similar because then you have these items that you can use. And, the special abilities and the actions is what reminds me of Horrified. Characters. Yeah, let's show the last 3 characters as well. So we have Parker, who has 4 actions. And his special ability is to spend an action to add 1 scrap to his inventory from the scrap pile, but can only be used once per turn. Then Lambert, which also has 4 actions, and as I said earlier, hers is to spend an action, look at the top card of the encounter deck, and then put it on the bottom or the top It does not say once per turn, so you could do that 4 times in a turn if you really need to get to an alien
So
card.
Lambert would finally be useful.
Yeah, unlike the movie.
Unlike.
And then Brett, who is impossible to see on the green screen, only has whoops. There we go.
See, Lambert, useless again.
Yep. So Brett only has 3 actions here. But his special ability is he reduces the cost of any item that costs 2 or more scrap by 1 scrap. And then items don't take an action to craft. So Brett would be really good in like a 4 or 5 player game because he could be the person that like Dallas could spend his actions like going and picking up scrap and then bringing it to Brett, and then Brett could do all the crafting, and then Dallas could grab the items on his next turn and move them and distribute them around the ship, stuff like that. Or Brett could just drop them for an action and people can come pick them up. But since he gets that discount and he can craft for free, if he gets loaded up with scrap, he's really, really handy to just craft a bunch of stuff for everyone. But yeah, that's essentially the whole game. If you have any questions or want to see something else, drop a comment below.
Sure.
And other than that, I guess thanks for watching.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
We do.
Give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more playthroughs. Until next time, though, my name's Joe.
I'm Emily.
And you've been watching Down the Vent. Bye!
Bye.